Really love this question about centering prayer that I received from a reader. And it's, how do I keep from dozing off in a session? That's become my biggest issue. And that made me laugh because it brings me back to when I first started doing silent meditative prayer. I would set my timer, and lo and behold, I fell asleep every single time. Now, let me say this. Now, if we fall asleep when we're trying to pray, we're in good company, because that's what happened to the disciples when they were supposed to be praying with Jesus, right? So we're in really good company. And I'll also say, if you watch some centering prayer videos on YouTube of some of the founders, even like Thomas Keating, when they were getting a little bit older, sometimes even in the videos, they actually fall asleep. And so there's no shame in sleeping. Now, what I would suggest, especially since I again, the person that emailed me, they're a younger person, and I was in my 40s when I started doing this. I think falling asleep and centering prayer is a signal to us, and it's actually a gift, that we're just really tired, right? And so, as maybe a precondition and part of our spiritual formation, it may just be looking at our sleep patterns and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Every once in a while, you just get super relaxed when you're doing centering prayer. So I doze off every once in a while. But again, when I first started, I was falling asleep almost every single time. And that was more of a signal to me about how stressed I was at that time. Again, I'm not reading back into the life of the person that wrote me, but check your sleep patterns, though, if you're falling asleep. And maybe that's a signal that in addition to centering prayer, one of the habits that you need to embrace would be committing to getting a little extra sleep, or even taking a nap during the day, simply so that you can show up at your best. And then when you do centering prayer, you won't be dozing off. You'll be able to enjoy the opportunity to sit silently, sit quietly in the presence of the God that loves you. Again, thanks for sending in your question.